Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn algebra. Today is our lesson number 127. Day number 127. We are in the process of learning how to do word problems from day 101 through 200. Let's see what we have for today. Here is the question for today. Z squared plus 5z's candies are divided among Z people. So you understand, this expression z squared plus 5z has some numerical value. It has some numerical value as long as we know the value of z. We do not know the value of z, but if we did know it, we could actually evaluate it and come up with some numerical value, which is exactly what we had done, which is exactly what we did the very first 20 days of the course. Day 1 through 20 we learned how to evaluate algebraic expressions. Given the value of z, we can figure out what the value of this expression is, and that's how many candies are there. And our job is to divide that number of candies, among z people, whatever that z happens to be. For example, if z is 3, then we have 3 people among whom we have to divide 3 squared plus 5 times 3. 3 squared is 9, 5 times 3 is 15, 15 plus 9 is 24. So we would have to divide 24 candies among 3 people. Each person will get 24 divided by 3, 8 candies. And that's how it goes. So we have to divide this number of candies, z squared plus 5z, among z people. The question simply is how much does each person get? Very simple, very straightforward question. Well, how much does each person get? Well, how do we find out how much? For example, if we had 100 candies and we had to divide it among 10 people, how much would each person get? We divide 100 by 10. If we had 100 candies and if we had 2 people, how much does each person get? If they are to be equally divided, equally among, we have to qualify that thing, equally among z people. So if we had 100 candies and if we had 2 people, 100 candies will be divided equally among 2 people, and between 2 people, and each person will get 50 candies. So that's what it is. This is how many candies we have. So each person gets the total number of candies that we have, this divided by the number of people. That's how much each person will get. The total number of candies that we have is given by this expression. Z squared plus 5z. Total number of people, we have z people. There you go. So now we have to divide this algebraic expression. By z, which is what we learned in day 76 through 85. We learned how to divide algebraic expressions. We learned it among in those 10 days from 76 to 85, which is what we're going to do here. So if you recall from those 10 days, we have to separate the two terms. So this becomes z squared over z, and this becomes 5z over z. Z squared over z. If you divide top and the bottom by z, then z squared over z, this power becomes 1 and this z disappears. 5z divided by z, this z is going to disappear, and what we end up is z plus 5. Each person gets z plus 5 candies. In other words, the nature of this problem is such that the number of candy that each person gets is 5 more than the number of people in the group. That's what it is. If there are 3 people in the group, each person is going to get 8 candies. If there are 10 people in the group, each person is going to get 15 candies and so forth, because the number of candies go up as the number of people go up. That's all. let's verify that answer. I want to make sure that this is the right answer. I want to make sure that we did not muck it up. Let's verify it. How do we verify it? We're going to verify it by plugging in some value, some numerical value for z, and see if the whole thing makes sense. Let's take a look at it. I just want to make sure, as I said, just want to make sure that we did not muck it up. Muck with an M, not an F. I need the room, so we need to erase the top part. Anything that we do not know, are we going to get rid of it? Let's plug in 5 for z to verify our answer. So the total number of candies we have is that we have is given by this expression, z squared plus 5z, and we're saying that z equals 5, so let's put it in here. Z equals 5. If z is going to equal 5, then we have 5 squared plus 5 times 5 times z. 5 times 5 is 25, this is 25, so it looks like we have total of 50 candies. Total of 50 candies is to be divided among how many people? Among 5 people. That's what the problem said. The problem said that we have z squared plus 5z candies, which turns out to be 50 if z is 5, which is to be divided among z people, 5 people. So each person gets 50 divided by 5, or 10 candies, which is exactly what this expression gives us. We found that each person gets z plus 5 candies. Z is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. You see, each person gets 10 candies. If you like, we can do it one more time, plugging in a different number to see that it does in fact work. Let's plug in one more time. Let's plug in this time. I'm going to redo the whole problem. Let's plug in 3 for z. Let's plug in z equal to 3. In which case, should I erase everything or should I? Let's not erase everything. I'm going to do it at the bottom here. So now I'm doing this part here. Z equals to 3. So the total number of candies we have is z squared plus 5z. And the z now, in the second time around, we are plugging in 3. So we have 3 squared plus 5 times 3. 3 squared is 9, 5 times 3 is 15, 9 plus 15 is 24. Looks like we have 24 candies is to be divided among z people, which is 3. So each person gets 24 divided by 3, or 8 candies, which is exactly what our answer told us, because our answer told us that each person should get z plus 5. That z does not look like a z. Each person should get z plus 5. Z is 3, so 3 plus 5 is 8, which is exactly what we see here. So it does make sense. It does actually verify. It does come out to be the correct answer. That's all there was for today. That's all there is. I will see you tomorrow on day number 128. Okay? Bye now.